Hi guys, welcome back to some more action with Accrington. It's been a little while, unfortunately. I've tried to record a couple of times, but I haven't been able to use the financial takeover as the EA servers were shockingly unavailable quite a number of times recently. But I have managed to get onto the EA servers now, and I have taken the financial takeover. It was suggested in the comments of the previous video. So unfortunately it has been done, so I can't go back and undo it. So if you aren't a fan of it, then I do apologise. If you are a fan of it, then I don't know how much we're going to get done in this episode, as we are obviously now in the Premier League, but we are going to be looking at new players. So this could be pretty boring if you want to see how the season goes. We may not even get to pre-season. We've got to have a look at the team, see what we can upgrade, where we can upgrade, and take it from there. If you guys know of any players, obviously don't forget we are in 2020, so there's going to be a lot of players who we may not be able to get. There are maybe some youngsters that when the game started, obviously 2014, that are now fully fledged players who we cannot pick up. We do have Ibra's regen, so we have a striker who we can look to build potentially a team around. I think concentrating on defence is the ideal place to start though, as well. Obviously being in the Premier League now, we're going to come up against some big hitting forwards and some powerhouse teams. Chelsea should still have a fair few number of their stars, Man City as well. But we may be able to pick up a few players. We need to also look and see who potentially went down from the Premier League this season, and see if we can snap up some of their stars. We can also see if there are any young players around. But unfortunately, I'm chatting to you now, and I'm hoping, well, I was hoping the game would have ticked over to the 1st of July, but it has not happened yet. Hopefully something happens pretty damn soon and we get to the beginning of July. It would be nice to get some news on what exactly has happened in terms of the takeover. I did put it out. We did have, obviously we had 3.2 million and 15,000 to spend. I'm stopping the sim now. Just press daisy and see that we're now stopping sim. Hopefully this will just jog things on a little. But I have heard, we have two offices now. Thankfully we have some news. I had heard of people having games stick on them for a fair number of days. I've seen this news. Manager of the season announced. Accrington lineup friendlies. First of all, we've got Sampdoria, Mainz and Lazio. Manager of the season last season was Neil Warnock. Coley Woodrow was Player of the Year. And wow, Accrington versus Chelsea on the full first programme. Our full first game in the Premier League, we have Chelsea. Wow. Yeah, Friedrich was one potential player we may need to worry about, but we have 3 offices. One's obviously going to be the transfer market is open. Domestic Cup reached the round of 16. My league objective obviously is to finish mid-table. Youth squad, we have a report. Rodriguez, a young keeper. Another keeper. I'm going to get rid of this Argentinian keeper. He's only 80 max. 80 max for Javier Barros, striker. We may be able to sell him so we can keep him. And Ricardo Sanchez, he looks like he's going to be somewhere on the right, but we don't exactly know where. His acceleration is potentially a worry. If that's his strength, and that's between 38 and 76. But let's see if this financial takeover it has. Right, we have 53 million in transfer budget and 15,000 in wages. Well, we're going to move some over for wages. If we move it to, say, if we have 40 million, no, that's going to leave us 250,000. We don't want that. 45 million will leave us 166,000 in wages. That's fine. Let's have a quick search. We'll search transfer listed players and see who we find first of all. So we have Aaron Esca, a striker. In fact, let's have a look via positions for now. Finishing isn't that great. Borja Iglesias, finishing not that great. Chuba Akpom, 24-year-old striker. 69 rated, transfer listed in 12 months. We could pick him up for 500,000. He may help us out in terms of a squad player, but I think maybe we could look to find better and have some of our starting 11 as the backup. Markenham, he's been there for a while, but he's 28. If we picked him up when he was younger and potentially developed him. Isaiah Brown from Chelsea. He's 23 and I would prefer his finishing to be higher. Hector from Atletico Madrid, not really. Juan Munoz, finishing could be pretty good, but everything else is pretty poor. Quick look down. Mama and Doi, just no. And yeah, strikers, Nice, not really any strikers there. Midfielders. Maybe an interesting one to buy just for the name. Adam King, not really that great. I'm just going to quickly skip through all these. Rusnak was one we looked at, a cam. His overall is 68. For a 25-year-old, no, I think we can get better. I'm hoping that we happen to come across. Who am I thinking? I should really stop saying It is annoying. We're going to scout Carlos Advincula. So one thing I may do is I may buy another scout, just so we have two decent scouts. But yeah, one thing I'm hoping we come across, Devontae Parker, no, not really. Yeah, one thing I'm hoping I do come across is a nice former Premier League player, or a current Premier League player, that who happens to be on the transfer list, that we can look to do something with. That's on the transfer list. Someone, obviously, I would be thinking more. I'm trying to think of someone who right now is 25, 26. Obviously, when it gets to 2020, will be fairly old, that we can look to pick up. And right now, I just cannot think of anyone off the top of my head. I suppose someone like Kurt Zuma. No, because he's only 21 right now. Jan Vertonghen, someone like that. But obviously, he will probably still be wanting prime cash. But yeah, so that's the sort of thing I'm hoping for, is we can pick up someone transfer listed that's an experienced Premier League player. I think we need to look for getting experienced Premier League players in. Hector Bellerin, 25 years of age, but he's not progressed as much as I would have expected him to. I suppose 25, he's got room to manoeuvre. I know we need Makulu, Jimmy Makulu. Reactions, decent strength, his jumping, interceptions, aggression's okay. We'll have a look at him. We'll scout him. I do need a right back. Here's one I potentially do need. So Bellerin could be. He's one to have a look at, I think, especially as he's transfer listed. And who else? Philippe Senderos. See there, could be one to bring in. £4 a week. Standing tackle, slide tackle, heading accuracy. See, he's only 90,000, but see, this is the sort of player, maybe not as old as this, but this type of player, if we can find the ex-Premier League player, I mean, he's at Aston Villa at the moment, but this type of player, Kieran Richardson, that type of central midfielder, that type of player, get them in. They'll give us the experience. I'm going to add Senderos to the shortlist. I know his speed is going to be absolutely goddamn awful. In fact, let's have a look. His strength is poor, his stamina is poor, but certain big games, Chelsea, put him in for his experience. See if we can find someone else. Reece James. Not really, but that Senderos type of player. That would be ideal. I don't think we need a keeper, but we'll have a look and see who is on the list. Just in case there's Emilio Martinez. Not really. We want someone a bit older. Bryce Samba, no. So I'm only having a quick look at these because I know we have been scouting players. So I'll have a look at free agents off recording, but right midfielder, right back scouting progress, any position. Charlie Austin was there. Scout report. We'll do this. Right, so Charlie Austin's 30. He's still at QPR. He could be one to bring in, you know. I know I said I wasn't looking at strikers, but if we really guessed it, finishing not that great. Jovetic, whoa, Jovetic. Hello, fella. 83 rated striker, 12 million. We'll enquire about him. Will Grigg at Brentford, not bad. Saido Berahino, he's still at West Brom. Valued at 5.5 million. Let's inquire about him. Barini, James Vaughan even, but Barini still at Liverpool. Contract expiring in 12 months for Barini. Let's scout him. And let's inquire. These type of players, I mean, they're Premier League players. I know I'm not going to go after strikers all the time. But I'm just looking through the strikers right now, so I want to run through the whole list. Ashley Barnes maybe okay. John Guidetti's doing a decent job at Celtic at the moment. Nakios, Harry Kane. Let's look to see if we can get Harry Kane at Accrington. And I'm going to leave that. We'll have a look. Midfielders. Well, let's not look at midfield. Let's go with defenders. Back up to the top. I wish it'd go up to the top. Whoa, whoa. We could have something good here. Raphael's only going to be 29 in the year 2020. Wow. Dejan Lovren, I think he's going to be too much. Contract expiring in 12 months. We'll get my scout to have a look at him, just in case. But yeah, well, this game's become really sluggish for some reason. I don't know why. I'm hitting the back button, but nothing's happening. Not really Peter Villa. Seamus Coleman. John Stones, he's going to be wanting a premium, and so Everton will want a premium. Pablo Zabaleta, you know, we do need a right back, and he's got experience. His strength and his stamina and everything, his physicals aren't that good, but 700,000 on 60 grand a week, 76 rated. Cannot approach a retiring player. God damn it, he'd have been ideal. Just for one season, having someone like Zabaleta. Chris Smalling, Micah Richards. Contract retiring at the age of 32. What? Chris Smalling. Contract expiring in 12 months. Maybe I have to pick him up now on the cheap. Who knows? El Mohammadi, right wing back. Not really. Ignatius Mikel. Was with Arsenal, now in Norwich. Sam Hutchinson, no, I'm sure I saw Jenkinson on this list. Here we go, Carl Jenkinson, still with Arsenal. So we'll scout him. And Jason Pearce from Leeds. Mark Muniesa from Stoke. 5.5 million. Yeah. Juan Cala, Centre back. This guy could be one. 2.1 million. Rose to scout him, add him to the shortlist. I do want to try and get on, but I also do want to have a look through all these. Nathan Baker. He's 2.3 million, contract expiring in 12 months. To the shortlist. Virginie, Vincent Kompany. Contract expiring in 12 months. We'll scout Virginie. Vincent Kompany is at Chelsea. Wow. 10,140,000. Enquire. Let's be cheeky and just inquire. Cedric Dejouet. Hey. Martin Kelly, a right back. Not a bad signing him. Let's Rose to scout and add to shortlist. So there are midfielders, but defenders are where I want to go, and I do think hiring a scout is an ideal thing to do. 7 million. We are going to skip forward and find out what we can get done. Looking at that team though, I think we do need to look for 80 rated players. I think that is the way to go. 80 rated players are what we need. But I do think a scout would help with that, right? Berahino will cost 10 million. Barini will cost 9 million. Kane will cost 10 million. And Pochettino is still at Spurs. Interesting. So Kane, Barini and Berahino. So, are any of them on my shortlist? I'm going to go for probably no. Martin Kelly, Harry Kane is finishing between 73 and 83. Barini between 77 and 87, but Barini's 29, Kane is 26. Berahino 10.5. Oh, see, Jovetic would be nice because he's 30, so you can get 2-3 seasons out of him. 12.5 million. James Wilson, Devontae Cole, Gatto Thompson, removed from shortlist. So we've still got some of these guys on from last season, which is rather unfortunate. Enner Valencia, no, he's only 74 rated. Mason Bennett, Harrison Reed could be one to have a look at. Keith Wilson, 25 million, wow. Ben Marshall, he's 28, so I'm going to say no to Ben Marshall. He's 74, but he's 28. If he was 21, then yeah, I'd have potentially looked to pick him up. Yeah, this game's gone very unresponsive, and I don't know why. I'm slightly concerned it's going to crap out on me. Barini, I'd like to say yes, but I think you look at acceleration, you look at sprint speed, you look at ball control, dribbling. Berahino, if they valued him at 10.5 million, I'm gonna have to put in a 10.5 million bid for him. I've just got to, if that's what they're saying. I mean, it'd be rude not to. I'm just gonna go straight 10 million. Sod it. I'm not gonna try and get in for 7.5 or anything like that. Let's go straight in and see if we can pick up Berahino. Splash the cash, get Berahino in. We'll move forward a couple of days, and then we'll have another look for a scout. In fact, I'll have a look now whilst I'm at it. I don't think there's going to be anyone else. No. And then, yeah, let's move forward. 2 more offices, so hopefully we may end up having a signing before. Jovetic, 24 million. Vincent Kompany, not for sale at any price. Okay, so Jovetic is priced out of the market, but I sort of knew that. But it's that type of, I'm trying to get my head and around the mentality of picking players, Premier League players who are 29, 30, 31. Saido Berahino has accepted 3-year deal, crucial first team player, 60 grand a week. I could have made a complete faux pas on picking him up, but I honestly don't think I have. He's 26 years of age and he looked to have decent stats. Yes, potentially I would have wanted Harry Kane in, obviously being a Spurs fan, but yeah, I'm happy to do that. And we have some final scout reports on some players. Fantastic, and these look to be defenders. Baker, Lehigh, read emails. So let's go and have a look at these unread emails. 8 of them now. Player conversation. DeWitt wants to discuss his wage. We have a transfer offer for Robin Ormero, Barcelona. Counter, you can have him for 10 million. We have DeWitt and we have Callon, so we have 2 keepers. Berahino has accepted that contract. So we have actually made a signing. I didn't expect to make a signing. New signing has arrived, we'll have a look at that after, but there's all these scout reports. Eric Lee Chai, 72 rated, so no. Juan Cala was 1, 75 rated, potential. Baker was 1, 74 rated, okay. Virginie, we didn't get an update on him, I thought we did. Moku was 1, wasn't he? I thought there was Moku, I could have been wrong. Who was it then? Nathan Baker was 1. And it was Martin Kelly was the other one. Juan Callaway, no, Martin Kelly, right, we need a decent right back. We do need a right back, and you are rated 76. Interesting. You're rated 76. Our current guy, I know I said I needed 80, but it's Premier League experience, but I don't know how much this game will calculate Premier League experience. So I'm going to leave that for now. We'll go in and we'll have a look and see how Berahino fits into this starting 11. 77 rated Berahino. Okay. May have made a mistake there, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with that. I definitely am okay with that. I've gone into the wrong thing. I didn't want to go into squad report, but it's now gone non-responsive, so it's actually doing a squad report, I think. I wanted to go into sell plays because I know DeWitt wanted to discuss his contracts. Actually, we'll do it in contracts. I think I can do it here. Right. So we've got Aurelio, who is 61 rated keeper. Navas is a 58 rated keeper. Navas. Oh shit, I'm in the wrong one. DeWitt 75, Almero 73, Callon 70. DeWitt wanted to discuss a new contract. And you can have a goal, a clean sheet bonus, and you can be an important first team player. Callon's got 5 years left on his contract, so I do not have to worry about him. Let's see if we have to worry about anyone's contracts. 3 players, Dow, Meneses, and Kakalata. Dow, I do want to discuss his contract. 1 year extension, crucial first team player. Kakalata 74, Meneses 67. We have other strikers now. Obviously, Berahino's just come in. If we're selling, potentially selling Robin Ormero, I purchased this. Rimerick is 71, so Kakalata can leave. I'm okay about that. Sejas came in. Okay, don't worry about that. Navas came in. Aurelio came in. Sambia came in. Masana came in. He can go out on loan. Let's do this. In fact, I'll do this off recording. You guys don't need to see what I'm going to do and who I'm going to sell and whatnot, unless you have any thoughts on who I should sell. But at the moment, we're just doing. So Empoli. So there was a centre back there for Empoli. Retransfer offer. So right, we've got 10 million coming in. Robin Ormero, Oremo, sorry, and Charlie Austin. We have a scout report. Charlie Austin, 77 rated. I'm quite glad we got Berahino in. I'll take that for now. I want to have a look for another scout still. Anyone else there? Experience, 3-star judgment. I would prefer 4-star judgment. So we'll leave it for the time being. Empoli's view player. Wow. Interest shown by Roma. Let's inquire about this guy. If we can pick him up, then yeah, we'll definitely go with that. Arsenal in pole position to land Friedrich. Right, are you Arsenal? Mick Alberg, one for the future. Ask Rose to scout, add to my shortlist. Well, I know we had him on loan, we'll see if we can potentially pick him up. News on Friedrich thin on the ground. Okay, right, well, potentially Arsenal, we're looking at him. So, what I'm thinking now, guys, is I'm going to go and I'm going to search Arsenal's team. And I want to see if there is anyone potentially in Arsenal's team that we could look to do a swap deal with. I know there was Bellerin, but I think there is potentially better. So we don't need a keeper. I don't think. Wow, they've got Marco Pellinard, Ospina. We'll see what defenders they've got. Callum Chambers would be nice, but he's going to be too much. Club since 2014. Kieran Gibbs, Debussy, Ginter, Jenkinson. Wow, they've got Mangala. So they've got Mangala, Koscielny, Per Mertesacker, Ginter as their 4 centre-backs. They've got Gibbs, Debussy, Bellerin, Chambers, Jenkinson as their full-backs. Jenkinson. Let's scout him. He could be the one to swap if they're wanting Friedrich. I know I need a centre-back, but we've got potentially the guy from Barca. There's the guy from Roma who we could hope we just potentially inquired about, and we're going to scout him. And yes, I do need. I think our midfield is. Our midfield is iffy, but I want to get the defence sorted. If I can get the defence sorted, we can get 80 rated centre back, a decent right back. 51 million for Frederica Goldinga. No. We'll go in with a bid a lot lower than that, but I am going to go in for him. I feel it's necessary. I'm going to go 15 million. I'm not paying that much. Berahino signs competition for Briveo. It is. I've got Briveo, Turn, and Berahino. I have 3 decent strikers. Ryan Dow has accepted that contract. That's some good news. De Witt has accepted his contract. Player 2 valuable. Oremo has gone. We've got 8.5 million for that. Contract offer accepted from Dow and De Witt. Carlos Advincula, we have a scout report. Come on down. 72. Okay. Jimmy Makulu, we have 72. This guy's 23 years of age. I think he could be not bad. He's 23. I think if we can pick him up for 1 million, I'd take that. We've done dealings with Barca as it stands, so I'm happy to take him, give him some game time. Virginie was one, wasn't he, potentially? We don't know what he's going to be. His contract is expiring, but he has some decent sliding tackle, standing tackle, and his marking. Virginie could be one to pick up. Baker 74, Callas 75, 30 grand a week and 25 grand a week. Martin Kelly, 76 rated. Lee Chai, 72, so removed from report. Keep our eye on them for now. Adam Johnson would be a nice one to bring, 74 rated, but no. Snodgrass, 73 rated. Ben Marshall, no. Keith Wilson is the one, but at 25 million. Contract expiring in 12 months. Right, let's swoop in 15 million. Let's see what they say to that. He's valued at 25. Let's swoop in 15 million. He's got 1 year left on his contract. Pick him up on the cheap. It's for a 79 rated 20-year-old. Yeah, and that should be good. Not. Wow, Arsenal accept 39.5 million bid from PSG for Matthias Ginter. Hull City have accepted the 15 million and Barca have accepted the 1 million from Makulu. So he's getting Makulu in. Important first team player. 4-year deal. Clean sheet bonus. 15 million for Wilson for a 79 rated. I may have paid over the odds here for this guy, but I honestly don't think I have. His value is 25 million. I'm getting him for 15. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong with that business, and Hull are willing to sell. And guys, I've just seen we've run to half an hour, and yeah, I'm going to leave it there, and I will catch you all in the next episode. Let me know if there are any players who you think you want to have a look at and just scout. Speaking of scouts, we've moved forward a couple of days. I'll see if I can buy a new one. Harry King, experience and judgment. No, I want more. I want 4-star judgment. Yeah, let me know if you think there's anyone who I should pick up. And I'll catch you all in the next episode. This one obviously is coming to you Monday. I'm going to record the next one Wednesday. It's my next day off on work, so I'll record the next one on Wednesday. So get your suggestions in ASAP. Thanks for watching. Cheers.